and come back to United States of America. It look as if say baby a air kono asem no aye de. Baby a akwa kodu no kuntum kununku nana yaw Kenneth Ofori Atta. Mene wo ka say o da so da eye a friend is saying detention center onyambai. Eno omuko eno eye 2 days ago mko pie mu eye another court e wo Virginia no. Judge na ma eye case no aye clear. E dey among lawyers. Say no amount of defense and a best sanadwini until you prove say you deported Ken Ofori Atta ko Ghana. Ebia asembo ni bi betono. Say either so bi bekuno and as a politician no government or tisu bekuno ente sa pa dia enye eye bosomi eye March April die obesie enye obi nekum eye bosi ako na emum bosi ako no a ene di ni ti eje akyerema. But it's very, very shameful. Say Kenneth kuntum kununku, the most powerful Ghanaian from 2017 to 2024 January, and another detention center. He has left his comfortable bed and walk Ghana and will take US detention center. Abusia, and come on, Wudi. I am not laughing because I am a dessert yachi Ken Ofori Atta. Nemo menia jese. A judge etimia hene nima kachira ne say, if you want a VVIP treatment, go back to your country. Senka judges nyina e wa brochire. And I say no komenya kukudure deporte corrupt African politicians are. They will be forced to develop our countries for us. We senka ya Ghana quarter enki ya granting the bail na kwa potena fie na nka eja onum the fruit juice said they may know me apple juice enkane ni aje enkane party members ene nam ne fie man nchia wa no e de ntoma esafom bonamo. Thankfully, the judge, David Gardi, clear. The only way I'll best stop it the deportation of Ken Ofori Atta, say, womu a case, said the government of Ghana, or tete ni fan who die so. That is the only way. The judge, and if they can prove to Judge David Gardi, say, Ken Ofori Atta ko Ghana, human, fundamental human right, no? John Dramani Mahama, and the government, tieti so they are, nene die, you bet me, aman, a window of seeking political asylum. Ladies and gentlemen, let me go back and tell you what happened on Thursday. Look, the same way, a friend is saying, the outcome by, you know, Ken Ofori Atta oje asemne saying, Nana Ado Dankwa Ekufu Ado, akache Ken Ofori Atta lawyers say, they should tell Ken Ofori Atta and advise him. It's best he comes home. Then Gabi Asariochi Dakonso is putting pressure on Ghana's ambassador in the USA, Victor Smith. Ambassador Smith, sheyebo pa emu edu se kuntum kununkun Kenneth Nanayao eba Ghana. Abaino tete. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what CCA and Komono Echo. Are we going to see Kenneth Ofori Atta self-deport? Huh? Are we going to see Kuntum Kununkun Nanayao self-deport himself from the United States of America? Ladies and gentlemen, I wish se obetia futuo na wadri mi kan 10 mama Ghana. YouTube for motimenka. Facebook for motimenka. Baby a case ne kone de. Because se Kenneth Ofori Atta wanya self-removal. The attorney said he is going to be banned from United States of America for 10 good years. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube for. Per the laws of USA, say deportinoa, he is going to face a ban of 10 good years. He can challenge the ban, but it is not likely. Say ebejina asem no atu. This is the case, and I am so happy. My prayers was to say obenya jaja or ye no nonsense judge. Nyamin chadie when ya judge Gadi, who is a no nonsense one man. In fact, you see, when he was a student at Yale, he helped fight against corrupt students at Yale. So when it comes to fighting against corruption or defeating mofrabrim, and one of the things he hate is said, nipa ewo to me, no use ni to me. And the day, and the disrespect take mobruhun for. Into this case there, wafatu no also say, obesha ma case ni din in 10. Because, and Donald Ayeka Kweku Trump also opese of saki will be only a year document ewo USA free the crew. Kenneth Ofori Atta ni document. Opese seeking political asylum. That window is very slim. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean to go back to 1966. You see, before the coup, 1966, Yeji independence 1957, Kenneth Ofori Atta ebusuafo, I from Ofori Atta family. Eni nana Ado Dankwa ebusuafo, aye the Ado Ekufu Ado family. Eni the JB Dankwa's family, omo by UK in 1957, somewhere around August, September, October. Womo ba besiki political asylum. Na asylum ne de bia omo ye. Womo nya ho kire womo Ghana no mo bo kro no pe hwim omo dwane aba abro kire. No ba besiki political asylum. Se abai na eti akonya so no tata womo ope omo achi womo enti omo ko Ghana enye ye. The same method, the same format, and I can Ofori Atta na nkopese use. Thankfully, this time around, we are praying. Set by April, judgment niba. The next available flight, Delta Airlines to Kotoka International Airport, Obeka Ubi. It means what I say there. Woma ye wild. Finding everything possible, including words of the President John Mahama. No one play with court to tell the judge, he said, this is the utterances of the President of the Republic of Ghana. And that the life of Ayeka Ofori Atta will be at risk. Say, Ghana man called Ghana. That is the assignment, the lawyers of Ofori Atta, and the man, the lawyers say what Ghana. So, for any media report about Ofori Atta, very negative. No franka omu case. No one can say a 7-year political case, political witch hunt. Ladies and gentlemen. But as to say ombenya cases nibi, as evidence, no to judge David Gadi anymore. We are yet to know. But ebusia, the chances of Kenneth Ofori Atta se obem yebema natina US, you know, a very, very slim. A window kitty. It is said a friend is saying, a panier ni ho no idea homa femuno. It is said the old catcher a camel say on for a year the whole of a needle. A year impossible. But anyway, who knows? I am of a yes strong belief that Ken Ofori Atta is going to be deported. United Airlines is straight to Kotoka International Airport. Welcome to meet the hot sun. Straight to Nsawam prisons because you deported. Now say who a criminal background. The government will also receive the deportees. You know, also has a friend is saying. Loss no so no because okay mo you deport him because mo say mo ye criminals and yes they are straight to Nsawam ye hwehwe mo nsem mu and san ye release mo am a Ghana for it way a good case. So when yes self removal now you deporting there, he faced 10 years ban of entering into the United States of America. 2, he faces the charges ewo Ghana. Abusia, adentina Ken Ofori Atta empese obeba Ghana. Mamene monko eye the reason why intia. Kenneth Kuntum Kununkun Ofori Atta empese obeba Ghana. She Nana yao Kenneth Ofori Atta. National Service Scheme Ghost names 653 million Ghana cedis. Ne hu bomu. Oh yes. Enye gift your warren kwa. Enye gift your warren kwa. Osrosi obeba Ghana because he knows. Enye ma phone enye ma bonia wa yedi tia o my Ghana. So he's fighting for freedom. Fighting to run away from accountability. Number 2, national food and buffer stock. 78 million Ghana cedis. Ken Ofori Atta is involved. Ken Ofori Atta is involved. Number 3, Ghana's health service, PPE procurement fraud, COVID-19. An amount of a year over tens of millions of Ghana cedis. Cannot Ofori Atta hubon. In fact, the corruption under Akufo-Addo, he was the real Capone. I'm sure Kenneth Ofori Atta will prefer to drink some rat poison than to come to Ghana. But we hope that he will not drink any poison. Because Ken Ofori Atta knows. Say oba Ghana. Na si the politics as usual. And so to me dance for 30 years. Because we did one mine. Remember the domestic debt exchange program alone. He caused financial loss to the states. And human beings died as a result of the decision I'll take here. When they promised Ghanaians that there was not going to be any haircut. In fact, he ill-informed and advised the president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. So he has to come and face charges. BM Ghana Cocoa Board mismanagement and the billions of dollars. Kenneth Kuntum Kununkunanaya is part of all these fraudulent deals. The PDS deal, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Ekahon. For your information, Me team a menya wo mu free eye Yoko aka chem se eyampa Baomia report ewo Yoko. Days, you know, sometimes Mondays at 8 p.m., sometimes Wednesdays at 6 p.m. After working hours. Baomia ko reporting. In fact, I share with you this information, and I told you it's because of a year MPP, a friend is saying, about one flag bearership race, no. So they allowed him so that Kennedy Japan and his team will not use it against him. I said it here a month ago. And Sakra and Sanomoko Akotoaba. Now, Obekai a year, the Volta River Authority overpricing and contract a year mismanagement. Nina account. And as I speak to you, ladies and gentlemen, Kenneth Nanaya Kuntun Kununku. Only chance is obefie. That is the only chance. Now, my prayer is that ye deportinoa, ye never straight to Kotoka International Airport. Because yanya nisani ye giant say ye ne ko some of the Caribbean countries be and ye ko giant to ye European countries be there obedwane aba be she UK. But ba UK nso kra de nke be ye there because UK there a small island. Ye be hu intentem. Na sa chinako. Nanaya, if you are a true Christian who believe in accountability, come back home. Ghanaians, your children will miss you, daddy. Daddy, don't abandon your children. Come back home. We need you. Daddy Kenneth Kuntun Kununkun Nanaya Ofori Atta. You told us you cannot abandon your children. What has come? Daddy, come back home. For there is time for everything. A time to sow and a time to reap. A time to laugh and a time to cry. So come back home. John Dramani Mahama will receive you at the airport. Nobody will touch you. You will go through the process of the law, and if found guilty, at least for me, my only recommendation is that we should not send you to Insawum. We should send you to Bagabori. I hope there is a town like that, where we can put you in a dungeon with no electricity. At least 20 feet deep. Close you, cover you, only feed you once a day. For your evilness led to the destruction of the nation Ghana's economy. These people are very wicked and evil. How can you steal from the poor people and run to America and says you need a medical care? What about the old men who suffer from prostate cancer? Where would they go? Where would they run to? Such wicked people. And the lives of Oyaw Osafo Mafo, who was a thief under John Kufuor's governance, and Kufuor kicked him out. These are the people that we have to arrange them. Next to my topic, Attorney General Dr. Akoretenga Ayene is under pressure. Dr. Ayene is facing mounting pressure. From the whispers of the corridor, I am hearing that the reshuffle, he may be affected. I am told that one prominent man called him on the phone and told him, you have to show action now. If not, you'll be reshuffled. You see, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama this term, his second coming, it's not going to be business as usual. So in fact, even my own brother, young brother, Oliver Vombawo, is begging the president that the reshuffle is too early. He should wait somewhere around July or so. But I am told that somewhere around March, the president wants to reshuffle. We wait and see. If it happens, fine. If it does not happen, we hope that the ministers or those who have been appointed will work hard to honor the name of Ghana, not just only John Dramani Mahama. Now, why is the Attorney General facing some pressure or heavy pressure from the wise men of the NDC followers? The difference between the MPP and the NDC is that the NDC card-bearing members and sympathizers, they don't wait for the bus to crash before they complain. They will complain when they see that the driver is not driving well. After all, we are all on the same bus. Nobody wants to die from accident. So the NDC members have started complaining that they want to see action. Myself, I took it on my, I wrote on my Facebook wall that jail the MPP looters now and not tomorrow. Because that's what we were promised. Now let me give you some of the list of Ghanaian corruption cases with clear evidence, but still stalled or unresolved. Number 1, National Service Scheme, ghost names, payroll fraud, amounting up to 653 million Ghana cedis. Evidence, payroll records, ghost employees list, and bank transfers clearly documented. Status, minimum prosecution, most responsible individuals remain untouched, and that is the fact. Number 2, National Food and Buffer Stock Company scandal, an amount of $78 million, evidence, procurement contract, payment receipts, and supply records, all are there. Status, largely unresolved, no major conviction. Number 3, Ghana Health Service, PPE procurement fraud. The records are there. It shows overpricing and diversions. Status, investigation delayed, few accountable measures. Now, let's go to the other one. Procurement document, about export and debt records. We're talking about a lot that happened under the Ghana Cocoa Board. And I am surprised that Randy Abbey waited for all these months before coming out again to talk about the rot at Cocoa Board. I am still surprised to see Fifi Boafo, my friend, hopping from one radio station to the other and always trying to defend the MPP. Now let's go into the Americas. We've still not had anything. The Kelny GVG at Sam George's ministry. Esla Owusu, where is she? Sam George, what are you doing about the Kelny GVG? Come on. Franklin Kujo has all the evidence. Contact him and let Franklin Kujo help you. Ghana Water Company Limited. Afenyo Markins is walking with his balls dangling in between his legs. Nothing has happened. Ghana Water Company Limited, fraud contract, evidence, procurement and payment records for infrastructure projects, status, little follow-up, no major prosecutions. Now you see, ladies and gentlemen, I want to state this clearly here. Because I have heard people stating and saying that, oh, Dr. Ren, when it comes to prosecution, we should not blame the Attorney General, but rather we should blame the judges. And so I have also seen some NDC members saying that, oh, let's leave the Attorney General alone. Let's blame the judges. Because some of the judges, the way they handle the cases, it is not good. I understand those who wants to try and defend Attorney General. But let me tell you, some of us are not fools. If 15 years ago we were foolish, political slaves, not today, not anymore. Nobody can come and tell me and convince me that we should put all the blame on the judges for the slow pace of giving us judgment. No. You see, one of the works for the Attorney General is to report judges who lackadaisically or intentionally slow process of judgment. Yes. He can report them to the Chief Justice. Then the Chief Justice would take the measures to solve the problem. As we speak today, I've not heard the Attorney General complaining of any slow injustice. I've not heard it. If you have, send me the evidence and I'll look at it. So don't come and tell me that it's not the fault of the Attorney General. It is the fault of the Attorney General. He is the number one lawyer for this government. His aim is to ensure that every monies that has been stolen will recover all monies and send the thieves behind bars. So let's not try to protect politicians. We make politicians lazy, especially Ghanaian politicians.